welcome back to That Mom. I am just so excited to be bringing you another devotion today, and I just want to give a huge shout out to all of you who have subscribed and who watch these videos. I am so humbled and honored that you guys would take the time to click play and watch me share something with you, and that you would subscribe. So I just want to say thank you for that. And also, I just really felt like telling you today, this isn't anything to do with our devotion, but that some of you maybe feel super discouraged, or like nobody sees you, or why do you do everything that you do? But I just want to tell you that you are doing a fabulous job, and that God sees all that you're putting into your children, your family, your job, whatever it is. So just don't forget that, and just continue to do the best that you can do, and just do your best and let Him do the rest. That's what I always say. So today I'm going to be talking to you about something that has been on my heart, and it's just kind of a really raw and real devotion, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So a couple of years ago, I was scrolling through, wait for it, Pinterest. I know, right? Like probably most of you have a Pinterest. If not, that's okay. Probably saving yourself from scrolling your life away. But anyway, I was looking at some quotes, and I came across this really simple, just little picture, and it said, "Bloom where you are planted." And I thought, oh, I really like that, you know, bloom where you're planted. So of course I pinned it, and it was on my mind for a little while. And this was a couple years ago, so it was a different season in our life. We were living somewhere else, we were working somewhere else. And so in that season it spoke to me, but like a lot of other things, you know, it just kind of went to the back of my mind. And so it's been a couple years since I really thought about that. And recently, like I had mentioned before, we've been partaking in something that our church did, and it's been over, but during that time, it came back to the front of my mind. The Lord just said, "Bloom where you are planted." And I thought, yeah, that's so good. You know, I remember thinking that before. And so it really just got me thinking about, you know, being the best version of myself I can be, no matter where I am or what I'm doing or what season of life that I'm in. And I have a tendency sometimes to always be thinking ahead, and always be wanting to be better, and what's coming down the pipe next, and where are we going to be in 5 years, 10 years. And I really just felt like the Lord was like, just stop and be the best version of Brittany in this season. Bloom right where I've planted you. Don't always be so concerned about everybody else or what everyone else is doing, what you think you should be doing. Do what you need to be doing in this season. Bloom and be who you need to be where I have put you. And so it really just got me thinking about that, how, you know, sometimes because we're looking so far forward that we're not really our best, most beautiful self in the season that we're in. And especially because I'll see people who are my age doing just these extravagant, amazing things, and I think, oh my goodness, look at them out there, they're changing the world, and I'm not. And that's how I feel sometimes. You know, you feel like just so simple, and my life is simple, and how am I special? And so, hey, you're not alone if you've thought that. I think it all the time too. And so it just got me thinking about being the best version that I can be in every season. And so how do you bloom? I'm just thinking specifically to an actual flower. You think about how you have to be rooted, and then you have to be cared for. And we need to be rooted in the Lord, rooted in God and His Word and what He has for us, deeply rooted in Him. Because without being deeply rooted in Him, we will just easily just be knocked over and swayed by every circumstance. Everything that we don't expect that comes our way will just blow us over. We need to be deeply rooted in Him. Our faith must be strong and must be set upon the Lord. And then of course, I'm not a green thumb, so I am not one to be speaking of this whatsoever. There's a plant dying right next to me, actually, that I should water after this video. But we need to water the plant. So we need to be watered. And so spiritually, how do we get watered? How do we get cared for? We must be in the Word. We must be taking that time, no matter how busy. You're never too busy for the Lord. In fact, if you are, That's the problem. And so we must be in His Word daily, hearing from Him, allowing ourselves to be fed and watered by what the Lord has to say to us. Because if we're not, then we're gonna feel defeated and we're gonna feel like we're dying. But when we allow Him to speak to us, when we're in His Word, and when we're participating in maybe activities or events within our local church, it's really going to water us and help us to bloom. And so that is what we need to be doing as people who love the Lord. And just another thought for you, and I just love the story of Esther in the Bible, and just where she is down and feeling like, but why me? Why have you called me, Lord, to save all these people? There's got to be somebody else. And her cousin, who had been taking care of her, Mordecai, said, but Esther, you don't know that someone else may come and do your purpose and bloom and do what you're supposed to do, but God has called you for such a time as this. And ladies and gentlemen, moms, dads, whoever you are, the Lord has called you to bloom for such a time as this. You are your child's parents. You are living in the place that you're called to be living, whatever it may be. And just know that He has a plan for you. So bloom where you are planted. So I just wanted to share that with you. Go ahead and comment below anything I could be praying for, any video suggestions. Thank you so much for listening and spending time with me today at That Ma. I will catch you next time. Have a wonderful day.